just finished up working on the initial draft of this animation effect for a project that I'm working on, and I thought there was some interesting things that came out of it that was worth sharing. The main thing is this progress bar showing a journey from Cambridge to London, and there's this event en route that becomes activated when we're nearby. So as it progresses, this purple line progress bar appears around this icon, it becomes enabled and activated, and then we're supposed to be able to click on it, and there's a button supposed to appear saying view item. So it's quite a complicated piece of animation, but the main bit that I thought was nice was this icon appearing and the progress rolling around on it. And as soon as you click on it, it becomes enabled and then disappears, and it was what I've been doing for testing. So right, so it's actually pretty simple. It's all built using an arc line, so it's all built on JavaScript and doing canvas effects. So I'm just doing this arc round in a circle, but I've got a nice gradient effect. So I've done a gradient, set a start and a stop position, and this is when you create a linear gradient, you say what's your start position and your end position. So basically this is saying top left, this is saying bottom right, and this is saying what the colour is at the top left, and this is what the colour is at the bottom right. So the gradient's going from top left to bottom right. I then do this arc effect where I draw a circle from the middle. This is a little bit messy and complicated, but I do an arc from the top, so minus 0.5 times math.pi, and then from the same point plus the progress, which is going from 0 to 1, multiplied by 2 times math.pi. So basically saying I'll start at 0 and I'll do a full 360 degrees. And that gives us this effect. And then if you add the image back on top, then it creates that. So the image itself is pretty simple. I wasn't given anything very complicated, but then I've added this outline. Complicated bit is when you click on it, it does this expansion, pulse out and then pulse back in again, and this was doing my head in. So the way I figured it out was that I have a radius, and then I set an outer edge and an inner edge. So initially, so like the outer edge is the radius plus 5, and the inner edge is radius minus 5. And then when I say to fill it, so fill goes from between 0 and 1. I set an expansion, which is basically saying I want it to pulse outwards. So it's math.sign is basically trying to do a bump effect like that, starting at 0 and finishing at 0. So it's math.sign. At the outer edge, you go radius plus 5 times, 5 plus 5 plus the expansion, and then the inner edge is basically just like going from just inside the radius all the way back down to 0, and then it flips over and disappears, and then combine all together, it creates, oh, forgot the image, creates this. It's quite nice. Maths is a bit messy, could do with tidying up, but it's quite cool.